All rise.
Welcome to the Cyber Law and Business Report. Get the top story on the hot button internet legal topics of the day. This is your home for the latest on internet law and policy. Hear the latest net trends impacting business and have your questions answered right here. This is the Cyber Law and Business Report. Now, please welcome your host, the founder of the Internet Law Center, Bennett Kelly.
Good morning. This is Bennett Kelly from broadcasting live from the Internet Law Center here in sunny Santa Monica, California, the heart of Silicon Beach. Please be seated. We got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about a very hot topic, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, more commonly known as TPP. And we have with us from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, their Senior Vice President for Asian Affairs, Tammy Overbeek. One is a shout out and a news item for the Massachusetts Attorney General. There was a party there who had defaulted on a loan and had a judgment against them. And what he did was to try to discredit the person holding the judgment by creating all these fake blogs and news feeds and making press releases and just really discrediting the business and the individuals in the business in a very malicious way. And it has led to actually the first of its kind in Massachusetts using the regular harassment statute in an online setting. She, in announcing the indictment, she said that the defendant has caused significant financial and emotional distress to the victim through an online campaign of harassment. We will not tolerate people hiding behind their computer screens and committing criminal intimidation or harassment. So bravo, Attorney General Maura Healey of Massachusetts. I think we're seeing that more and more. We have parties in litigation going online to try to punish the other side in litigation through this intensive intimidation and harassment. So shout out there. One is when I started the show, I originally with the idea of cyber law and business was going to be done with a co-host. And the co-host was going to cover the business side. I was going to cover the law. And we both kind of intermingle. The co-host was a serial entrepreneur who just got too busy to do the show. And her name is Kalika Yap. And she is featured in this month's June Octane magazine, which is the magazine of entrepreneurs organization. And we have a little video clip from her interview with EO on our blog. And so congratulations to Kalika. She is the CEO of Citrus Studios, an award-winning design studio, web design and social media and company here in Los Angeles. In addition, she's also the CEO of LuxLink, which has created this patented purse link where you can hang your purse from a dinner table without it hitting the floor. And she also owns a waxing studio in Honolulu. So she's quite a dynamo. Congratulations to her. I do not have kids myself, but when a friend of mine's kid does something significant, I feel it merits a shout out. A good friend of mine, Lori Marceau, her daughter, Kat Holmes, won a gold medal yesterday in the Pan American Games in fencing. And I actually had a client who did fencing, and he told me and explained to me what a difficult sport that is. I mean, that actually it takes a lot of strength to get to engage in fencing and carry the saber. If you ever tried it, you know what I mean. And so she won the gold at the Pan Am Games currently going on in Toronto. So congratulations to Kat, and more importantly to her mom and dad, both of whom I'm sure are very proud. And the last thing is, it was funny. I actually saw a train wreck over the weekend, and I saw a blog post that Charles Barkley said that it should be called Trainwreck 2 because the Cleveland Cavs finals appearance was actually Trainwreck 1 because LeBron was in both. And, Cleveland gets dumped on a lot. And, in all fairness to LeBron's hometown, I mean, you hear the mistake by the lake, there's references to river catching fire and all the various sporting disasters that have occurred. But it's actually not a bad place. It has a certain amount of charm to it. And today it turns 219. So to LeBron and all the Clevelanders out there, and everyone from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to people at the Flats, Jacobs Field, all the great aspects of Cleveland. Happy birthday to you. Your day will come. Hopefully this century, at least you've been in the game. There are some places that haven't even come close. I mean, when was the last time you heard the word Detroit Lions and Super Bowl in the same sentence? So keep the faith. Next week, actually, we got a really interesting program. We got Heather and Antoine. We'll be talking a lot about what's going on in some of the other areas of social media we don't talk as much about on Pinterest and elsewhere, where maybe some of the rules are being pushed a little bit too far. So Heather was going to talk about that. She's a fellow internet lawyer here in Beverly Hills, just nearby. So we look forward to having her next week. And so just join us. Be sure to check out our blog as usual, cyberlawradio.wordpress.com. Check us out on Twitter, Cyberlaw Radio. And again, check out the Internet Law Center. We're at internetlawcenter.net. We're a full-service internet law firm. We provide legal services in all aspects of internet business, online advertising, intellectual property, as well as on cyber harassment. So check us out at internetlawcenter.net and check out our blog at ilccyberreport.com. So that's all we have for today. Thank you again. This is Bennett Kelly. See you next week right here in sunny California. Court is adjourned.
This has been a presentation of WebmasterRadio.fm, the world's largest business-to-business radio and podcast network. We welcome you to sample past episodes of this program, as well as our complete library of programs, on demand or on the air via our 24/7 live audio stream at www.webmasterradio.fm. The opinions expressed on this program are those of the guests and hosts and do not necessarily reflect those of WebmasterRadio.fm's management or sponsors. Any rebroadcast or redistribution without authorized consent of WebmasterRadio.fm is prohibited.